morning. Good morning, good morning. Just double checking our live feed here. Okay, we are good to go. We are live. We are less than 2 minutes from start time, so fairly soon we'll get moving. No props today. Just working with our own body weight. I'm sipping on some green tea because I need a little extra pick me up and I have a bit of a head cold. So extra antioxidants for that. Good morning, good morning. Hi, everybody. All right. We're going to get started on time because I have a full day of filming some amazing free videos for you guys. All right. We are going to go ahead and get started. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So, today's class is just a classic Meredith Ramirez class. We're going to start standing, working on some balance, and then we're going to take it down to the mat for some strengthening and some core. And so that's what you have in store today. No props necessary. All levels will offer modifications whenever I can. So let's go ahead and get started. Come towards the back of your mat, a little bit more towards the center, so you can step your left foot forward and take your right leg back. And just take a minute to get sorted here, because we're starting our class right here in our lunge position today. We want to really approach this as a stretch first. So I want you to find a lot of space and length through the front of the right hip. Tune into where the rest of your body is, or your shoulders stacked over your hips. Draw your ribs in toward the midline, really lifting in and up and contracting through the core. Press firmly through your front foot. You can spread your toes, feel all your toes, the ball mount and the heel of the foot, all sort of supporting your weight equally. And a nice deep bend in that front leg, so you feel a little bit of work there on the left side. And we're just taking it into this stretch for just a couple more breaths. So I sort of like to milk the hip, kind of dipping down and up here in the top of the lunge. Send your hands behind your back and release your fingers. Press your hands past your tailbone, squeeze your shoulder blades together so you can look up a little bit here. Just a tiny back bend, tiny chest open, releasing the shoulders. Good, and then exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest and hinge forward here. So we're sending our weight forward towards this front leg. We're going to try to get light in the back leg here, so get sorted in the lower body. We're going to launch off the back leg and tap the toes. We want to stay hinged forward here. The chin is up, the neck is long, and then your back leg is nice and long here. So I want you to think of lengthening and squeezing through the entire back of the right leg and staying low in that left leg, right? And if you wobble or you need to come out of it or you need to reach for a wall or a chair for support, that's totally fine. So we're tapping right away into our stability and our balance today. And we really want to try to control the movement. So avoid kicking and dropping the leg. Exhale to lift, draw the belly in, inhale to lower with control. So it doesn't have to be fast. You should want it to be nice and stable and controlled. And then again, check in with that standing leg. Stay low in that bent knee. Press your palms together. Let's lift for 6. Big squeeze at the top. Stay low in that left knee. Feeling in that left side. You have 4. Hinge down a little bit further if you can. 3. Good. 2. Last one, hold up there. See if you can find your balance, finding a little bit of hang time here. Little lifts up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that back leg down, coming right back into your lunge. Bend your back knee so that you're in your double lunge. Press your palms together. Keep your waist Nice and tight here, pulling the belly in. Exhale, twist to the left, return. So we're trying to maintain our balance as we twist through our rib cage. So the legs stay right where they are. This left leg should be on fire right now. It's been supporting most of your weight already this whole time. Good. Exhale and twist. Go for 4. Return. 3. Return. Good. 2. And the last one, coming back to center, and we pulse it low. 8. 7, 6 big breaths and get that blood flowing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and step it up to the top. Nice work. Go ahead and switch sides. So taking that right foot forward, left foot back. Bending deeply into that front knee, just enjoying that stretch for a couple breaths, right? So you want to be long in that back leg, back heel is high, front knee is bent. Lots of space opening up there in front of the left hip. Bring your hands back behind you, interlace your fingers, press your palms past your tailbone, look up towards the ceiling, squeezing the shoulder blades together, lengthening the front of the throat. Good. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of your chest, and then hinge forward slightly, keeping that bend in your front knee. Hips are square, and we kind of shift our weight forward, lift, and lower. So again, trying to find that balance, and finding that balance with control and challenge. So really trying to maintain the level of challenge here by adding that resistance. Big squeeze through the glutes, reaching through the toes on that back leg, and then keep that bend in the right knee. So we're working through the right thigh, outer hip, and the glutes. Belly pulled in deep to help you balance. Chin is up off your chest. Exhale to lift. Press into those palms. Good. Go for 6. And lower. 5. So good, so good. 4. Stay low. 3. Here's 2. Last one, hold it up. So you can hinge forward just 1 inch deeper. Little lifts up here for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your back leg back here. It's sorted in your lunge. And then find your double lunge. So your back knee bends directly underneath your hip. Front leg stays the same the entire time, right? It's on fire here. Relax the shoulders down. We twist towards the right, return. To the right, return. So again, keeping that pelvis right where it is, twisting through your rib cage, really opening up through that thoracic spine, finding that mobility here. For 4. Exhale, twist. 3. Here's 2. Last one, bring it back to center, keeping shoulders stacked over the hips. We pull down. 8 and 7. You can do it. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and straighten those legs. Step into the back of the mat. Take a big breath in, reaching those arms up. Keep your arms long, draw your shoulders down. Pull the ribs in, flatten the low back, sending the tailbone towards the floor, and lift belly in and up. Pack your core in tight here. Chin to chest as you exhale, roll over a giant beach ball in front of you. Really articulating your spine. Crown of the head comes towards the floor. Hang out here in your forward fold for a second. Bend your knees deeply if that feels best. Let your head hang heavy. I like to sort of pedal out through the backs of my legs. Maybe letting your arms hang heavy. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. Good. Now tone the belly. Press firmly into the feet. The arms are long and strong. Inhale as you start to stack your spine up 1 inch at a time. Good. And the arms stay long and strong, reaching up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, we reach up. Pack the core in tight. Chin to chest. Exhale as you round over that giant beach ball. Once you get to your deepest forward fold, right away we inhale, start to stack the spine back up. How can you make this a core exercise? Exhale and release your arms. Always asking yourself that, right? Inhale, lift. Chin to chest. Exhale. How can I scoop my belly deeper? How can I engage my abdominals here? Good. And then inhale, stack the spine, rolling up 1 inch at a time. Stacking shoulders. Exhale, release the arms. Last time here, guys. Big breath in. Chin to chest, round it down, scoop, scoop, scoop that belly. This time we walk it out to plank in 4, 3, 2, 1, plank and hold. So remember your options for plank, right? You can always drop your knees, shifting your weight forward to the tops of your thighs, hugging your heels in, or drop to those forearms if you need to. We're not here for very long. Slightly tuck the tailbone under, squeezing the glutes and lifting the belly in and up. Notice if you're sinking in between your shoulders, press up in between your shoulder blades. Pick your chin up off the chest. Breathe in deeply through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop those knees and sink the hips back to your heels. Take a stretch. Nice work. Big breath in, full breath out. We're going to shift our weight forward, finding our tabletop position. And we're going to take the hands now. Typically, we set up with the hands right underneath the shoulders. We want to take about a handprint in front. We want a little more space today. And we're going to extend that left leg back behind. So reaching those toes back and keeping the hips square. So drop the left hip down, lift the belly in and up. Right knee is underneath the right hip. Hands are slightly forward of the shoulders. We're going to lift that left leg up to about hip height. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, scoop your belly as you round your back, pull your knees in towards your nose, and then send your leg nice and long behind you. From there, we're going to tap the elbows down to the floor, press through the palms, and lift back up. So the combo move. Exhale as you tuck, scoop, and round, drive the knee in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap low. Inhale, lift. Good. So it's pull and reach, tap, and lift. Good. So we scoop and round, lengthen, keep it long. Squeeze the glutes here as you drop the elbows down. Exhale, pull in, chin to chest, knee nose, drop, and lift. And the whole entire time, we're trying to keep our weight as centered as possible. So tendency is for us to kind of dump into that right side. So keep shifting your weight back to center. Chin is up off the chest as you drop the elbows down. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach, tap, and lift. You've got 2 more. Scoop around, lengthen, tap, return. Last one here. Good. Hold those elbows down. Good. And that leg is nice and high here. It's tap and lift. Tap and lift. Good. So again, we want to try to avoid dumping to the right side. So send your weight a little bit more towards the center of your mat. Pressing up in between your shoulder blades. Lift your chin up off your chest. Exhale, lift and tap. Go for 4. Good. And 3. Nice. Here's 2. Last one, we'll hold it high. Send your right fingertips over to your left elbow and open up into your side position. So roll the shoulders down, keep that leg up nice and high, hip height. We're going to draw the knee in and reach it long. Pull in and reach. If this is ever too much, you can always come down to your regular sideline position, resting your head in your hand with your body down on the mat. Go for 4. Good. And 3. All the way in and reach and squeeze. 2. Last one. Good. Now we're going to bend the knee, hug the heel in, and drop knee to knee. We're going to find our hydrant here. So we're going to lift straight up and lower. Lift straight up and lower. Keep hugging your heel in super close to your glutes. Keep lifting through your side body. Draw your shoulder down away from your ear and pick your chin up. Lift and lower. Go for 4 and 3. Nice. 2. Hold it high right there. Now we combo. We reach it long, pull it in, take it down, and up. Good. So extend, pull, lower, and lift. So we reach, drive in towards the shoulder, lower the knee, and take it up. You have 3. This is a burner. And you feel this in that supporting side too. Good. Last round here. Reach, pull, lower, and bring your knee down and sink your hips back to your heels. Nice work. Big inhale, full exhale. Amazing. Let's hit the other side. So again, we set up in tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, then walk them just about handprint in front of that. Extend your right leg nice and long. Drop your right hip down, keeping your pelvis nice and square. Left knee underneath your hips. Shoulders roll back and down away from your ears. Let's lift that right leg up to hip height. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, scoop your belly, round your spine, pull in. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull. And inhale, reach. Good. Come in as tight as you can. And then find that stretch, that length. Pull and extend. Good. Chin to chest, knee to nose, and then chin up, gaze up as you extend. Pull and lengthen. Good for 4. Keep that weight shift to center. 3, reach. 2, use that breath. Last one. Good. And now we tap those elbows. We have that combo. So we pull in, reach, tap, and lift. Good. So scoop, lengthen, tap, and lift. We're pressing firmly into the palms here. Elbows come straight down to the floor. So really trying to tap into the shoulders and the triceps. Good. Exhale, pull, lengthen, lower, lift. Good. Scoop, reach, tap, return. 4 more. Really come in tight. Tap and lift. Good. 3. Squeeze. And right back up. Here's 2. Tap and lift. Keep the weight shifted center. Holding it nice and low. Good. And it's tap and lift. Tap and lift. So pressing up between your shoulder blades. Keep shifting your weight back towards center. Try not to dump into that left side. Lift and squeeze and lower. Go for 4. You've got it. 3. Breathing. 2. Holding it high. Send your left fingertips over to your right elbow and open up to your side position. Stacking your hips here. Good. And then we're going to draw our knee in towards our elbow and lengthen long. Exhale, pull and lengthen, reach. Good. So pull and reach. Really hugging that knee in. Trying to keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Big squeeze through the glutes as you extend that leg. Nice work. Go for 4. You got it. 3. Last 2. Last 1. But now we're going to hug the heel and find that hydrant. Wrap it down. Lift it straight up. Down and lift. So 90 degrees here. We're gonna lift straight up in line with that hip and right back down, knee to knee. Try to keep the upper body nice and stable. Lift and lower. You have 4, and then we combo. 3, nice work. 2, last one, good. So we take it out, pull in, lower, and lift. Good. And remember, if you need a modification, come down to that sideline position on the mat. Good, lower, lift, you're almost there, you have 4. Good, take it down and up. 3, reach and squeeze. Lower, lift, here's 2. Yes, you can. Last 1. And lower, good. Drop your hips back to your heels and breathe. Amazing work, that is such a burner. Big inhale, full exhale. Whew. All right, let's sit it up. We're gonna come towards the back, come towards the front of the mat. Scoot your legs forward. Extend your legs nice and long, flexing through your feet. Make sure you have space to roll down. Bring your legs together and anchor through your heels. Arms come forward here, palms face one another. Your shoulders are stacked over your hips, your spine is tall. Draw your shoulders back into their sockets. Inhale as you grow tall here. Exhale as you scoop the belly to the pelvis. Give me 6 counts down to the floor here. So we roll down in 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come back, biceps alongside ears. Inhale, chin to chest, peel your shoulder blades up. Anchor through your heels. Exhale, roll up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We end stacked the same way we started, and we take it down 6. 5, so we really want to articulate the spine. We want to root down through those heels. Keep everything nice and fluid. Inhale, chin to chest, peel the shoulder blades up. Pause there. Exhale as you lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stack spine. Last time, rolling down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the hands behind the head. We're going to separate the legs to a little bit wider, about hip bones distance. And we're going to keep the left leg nice and long on the floor, pointing through the toes. And then bend into the right knee. Come to the tippy toes of the right foot as well. And then try to press your low back down towards the mat. You may not be able to get it all the way flat, but what we're looking for is a neutral pelvis. We don't want the pelvis to be moving or the low back to be arching as we're working through our core work. So if you feel you need modification, just bring a bend to both knees or bring both knees flat to the floor. Work from where you feel most stable. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as we curl the shoulder blades up, send the right thigh in towards the right side of the chest. And inhale, tap toes to the floor. So it's exhale, lift, and tap. And what we want to look for here is no rocking side to side in the hips. Low back stays flat and stable. Shoulder blades peel up off the floor. And we're thinking more about thigh to chest, not so much knee to nose. So as much as we're coming up and in, we don't want to round or collapse in. We want to stay extended through that upper spine, lifting your heart straight up to ceiling. And tap. Good. Go for 5. Nice. And 4. Lifting straight up through center. 3. Last 2. Now we're going to combo. We pull the thigh in, tap the toes, curl, lift that opposite leg, lower with control. So it's exhale, lift, and tap. Exhale, lift, and lower. And if it's too much, you don't need to lift the leg at all, or you can bend both knees and just march both knees in. Lift and lower. Good. Exhale, up and tap. Lift and lower. 3 more. Lift, tap, up and down. Keep lifting straight up through center. Almost there. Last one. Pull, lift, and lower. Now we're going to curl the shoulder blades up. Float the right toes up off the floor. Press down through that left leg. Keep the shoulder blades lifted if you can. Tap the right toes outside the left knee, inside the left knee. Out and in. So there will be a little bit of movement in the pelvis here, but really you're trying to rotate your femur, your thigh bone, in your hip socket, right, to accommodate the movement. You don't have to necessarily touch the floor. Keep the shoulders up, keep the chin up. Go for 4 and 3, 2, last 1, and lengthen the right leg and set your shoulders down. Nice work. Bend into the left knee. Reach the right leg nice and long. Point through those left toes, bringing the tippy toes to the mat. Press your low back down on the floor, elbows high and wide. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. And as we lift and pull ourselves up, we want to, at the same time, find the opposing action in the opposite side. So we want to press down through that right leg in opposition, just creating that extra layer of resistance there, working a little bit deeper for ourselves. Good. Exhale, up and tap lightly. Go for 5. Woo, my core's on fire. 4, 3, 2. Good. Now we find that combo. So we pull, tap, lift, lower. Good. Pull, tippy toes, up and down. And again, if it's too much, keep neck and shoulders on the floor. Bend both knees. March the knees. You have lots of options. So work from where you feel most stable and most confident. Lift and lower. Go for 3. Tap, up and down. Last 2. Exhale, pull. And down. Last 1. Yes, you can. Awesome work. Now curl the shoulder blades up. Lift the toes up off the floor. Send those left toes to the outside of the right knee, inside of the right knee. So we want to keep the chin up, the neck long, the shoulders lifted. You can also work from a head, neck, and shoulders on the mat position as well. And tap. Good. Tap and tap. 4 and 3. You got it. 2. Last 1. Nice work. Pull both knees in. Rock side to side. Amazing. All right, let's get into a bridge series. So we'll keep the knees bent. We'll walk the heels in towards the glutes. about 6 inches or so from heels to glutes, and ankles, knees, and hip bones all in one line. And pay attention as you move through your bridge. If your knees splay out wider, they kind of cave in, or your feet roll in. That's just something to notice, because we want to try to keep our joints on the same railroad tracks, the same line. Send your arms out nice and wide, spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale, tip your pelvis, flatten your back. Exhale, start to squeeze your glutes, press into your heels, and peel your spine up off the floor, coming up into your bridge, weights across the top of your back and the base of your skull. Good. Inhale at the top, exhale as you slowly lower down, articulating your spine all the way down to the tailbone. Knees stay in line with the hips the entire time. Inhale to prepare. Tip pelvis, flatten the back. Exhale to lift. Peel yourself up slowly. Press into your palms and the backs of your arms in that opposing energy, that opposing action. Good. Inhale at the top. Exhale and slowly lower. Keep the pelvis steady. Keep the knees in line with the hips. One more time, nice and slow. Just massaging the back of the body. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Good. Inhale at the top. Exhale, articulate. Take your time. All the way down, one bone at a time. Good. And now we'll move a little bit faster. So pull the belly in, flatten the back. Inhale to lift and exhale to hover the floor. Lift and hover. So we're moving a little bit faster here, but we want to maintain that same level of focus in the movement, right? So we want to keep the knees in line with the hips, pressing firmly through the heels and palms, squeezing the glutes and lifting the belly in and up at the top. Good. Go for 4 and 3. Lift and squeeze. 2. Last one, hold it up. Shift weight into that left foot and peel the right foot up off the floor. Knee is right over that hip joint. Keep the pelvis nice and level, nice and lifted. Let's march here. So tap the toes and lift. Tap and lift. If this is too much on the back, drop your hips and work from here, right? Shortening your range of motion, pulling your ribs in and keeping your belly engaged. Tap and lift. You have 5. Good. And 4, notice my knee's not coming all the way in towards my eyeball, right? I'm stopping my knee over my hip. Exhale, lift. Good. Extra credit if you can get your knee to touch your eyeball. Lifting here. Extend your right leg nice and high. Keep your hips nice and high. Poke it up for 8. 7. Press firmly into that left side. Yes, you can. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your right foot. Keep your hips lifted here. Good. And then shift the weight into the right foot right away. Pull the left foot up off the floor. It's tap and lift. We're staying here in that position. Again, if it's too much, you drop your hips down just like this and work from a flat back. Exhale up and tap. And again, stopping knee over hip, tapping the toes down, and not just sending like the foot to the floor, but sending the toes forward. And exhale, lift. You have 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it high. Extend that leg. See if you can come 1 inch higher and then poke up. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your foot down. Bring your hips even higher. Peel your heels up off the floor, squeezing your glutes. Tuck it up here. Last 8. Big squeeze at the top. 7. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Belly and chin up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly roll down. Articulate your spine all the way down. Pull your knees in. Rock side to side. Nice work. Massage that low back. Amazing. Let's rock it up to seated. We're going to go ahead and come onto our bellies now. So we're going to get some prone work in, working the back of the body. So go ahead and come down onto your stomach. And then take your legs out wider than your mat so that your knees are at the edges of your mat. Bend into your knees and bring your heels together, your toes apart. So a little diamond shape in the legs and kind of a froggy stance in the feet. And then your hands, your elbows are going to come out wide. Hands are going to stack one on top of the other. And we're going to glue our forehead to the top hand. So the back of the neck is nice and long. And we want to think about pressing hip bones into the floor, lifting belly up and away from the floor. Flex through your feet strongly so you feel the hamstrings and glutes sort of activate. We're gonna focus on the upper body first. So we inhale, lift the head, neck, and chest up off the floor. So notice I keep my hands and my forehead connected. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift as one unit, and exhale, lower. And only come up so high as it doesn't cause you discomfort or hurt in any way. Inhale to lift, exhale to come down with control. 2 more, inhale up, and exhale, lower. Last one, hold it up. Extend your arms out wide. Bring your arms back to a stack, and exhale, lower. So it's inhale, lift. Exhale, open wide, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, elbows wide, forehead comes to the top of the hand, and slowly lower. We take it up, out, in, and lower. Good for 3. Lift, reach and squeeze, bend, and lower. Last 2. Reach, neck stays long, gaze is at the floor. Last 1, hold your arms out. Keep your legs, heels together, and your feet flex. Lift your legs and lower. Lift your legs and lower. Good, so we're keeping that chest slightly lifted, squeezing through the glutes. Modification, bring your upper body back down. Good, we're going for 5. Exhale, lift and squeeze. 4, 3, 2, hold it up if you can. Extend legs, reach through the fingers, reach through the toes. Breathing. 4, 3, 2, and bring it back in. Nice work. Go ahead, extend your legs nice and long behind you. Bring your elbows alongside your ribs. Drop your right cheek to the mat. Point through your toes. Hug your heels in. Pulse them in. 3, 2, 1. Lengthen your legs, and as you do, lift your chest up through center. And then exhale, rest your left cheek on the mat. Hug your heels in. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, tiny cobra through center to extend your legs. And exhale, right cheek to the mat. 1 more time each side. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Lengthen and lift. Exhale, lower. Last time here. Kick, kick, kick. Lift and lower. Nice work. Let's take the legs out wide and then press yourself up and back to child's pose. One final thing here before we stretch it out. So hips come to the heels. Big breath in. Full breath out. Doing great. Let's go ahead and shift our weight forward to plank. We're going to find a moving plank as our kind of final move here, our grand finale. So tuck the toes under and extend the legs back. Press up in between your shoulder blades. Pick your chin up off your chest. Float your right foot off the floor, pointing through your toes. Good. We're going to shift forward for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we take the right leg back behind the left and open onto a staggered side plank. Good. Exhale, come back with control. Stay to the right. Shift 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that foot back and open up. You have 1 more on the side. Shift 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back and stack shoulders and hips. Good. Coming back to center. Tuck your toes under. Pike your hips up. Take a breath here. Always an option to find your down dog or child's pose if you need to. Shift that weight forward. Float the left toes up off the floor and shift yourself forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the left foot back. Open up. Stack your shoulders and hips. Exhale, we bring it back to center. Shift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back and stack it open. Nice. Last time. Shift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it back and open. Exhale, return. Find that plank and hold. 8 strong counts. You got this. Spread those fingers wide. Pull the belly in. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees come wide. Drop your hips to your heels. And sink back into your child's pose. Amazing work. Big breath in. Full breath out.
One more time, big inhale. Full exhale. Let it go.
Shift your weight forward. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Find your cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your tailbone around your spine, bring your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, tuck, scoop and round. One more time. Inhale, bring the crown of your head and your tailbone towards one another. Exhale, bring your navel in and up, chin to chest. Good. And then find that neutral spine, sink back, heels, hips to your heels. Take your hands back behind you, fingertips face your glutes, and just lift those hips just as high as you can to stretch the front of the thighs and the front of the hips. This head cold is messing with my vocabulary today, but that's okay. Still making it work. Drop your glutes, swing your hips around. You can come towards the center of your mat to finish out your stretch for seated figure four. So step your right foot to the top of your left thigh. Flex through your right foot. Your hips are square and your sits bones are rooted here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale as you hinge forward at the waist. So try not to round and collapse here, but rather keep some length in the spine. The chest open, the gaze up just a bit. Flex through your left foot to feel a stretch through the back of the left leg as well. Good. Inhale as you stack your spine coming back up seated. Step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Hug your right thigh in towards your chest, wrapping your left arm around. Send your right hand behind you, press up into your palm, and exhale, look over your shoulders. So hug it tight here to feel a deeper release through that right backside. Good. And slowly unwind and switch sides. So figure four here, left foot to the top of the right thigh, flexing through that left foot, sitting up nice and tall. Good, and then exhale, hinge forward, keeping that spine long. Big breath in. Full breath out. Good, flexing through that right foot to feel a nice deep stretch through the back of the right leg. Good, inhale as you stack your spine, set your left foot to the outside of your right leg, hug your thigh in towards your chest, set your hand behind you, press into your palm as you look over your left shoulder. Big breath in, full breath out. Good, coming back to seated, soles of the feet together, hug the heels in, hinge forward from the waist, walk those hands out if that feels comfortable. Maybe draw your chin in towards your chest and your gaze down slightly. Big breath in here, releasing the inner thighs, releasing the low back. Good, stay for one more inhale and full exhale. And when you're ready, slowly walk yourself up to a comfortable seated position, cross your ankles, and just pause for a minute, bringing your hands together in front of your chest, close your eyes, and just notice. Notice how you feel. Notice how you've changed, in what ways you're different from before you made it to your mat today. I hope you can take this energy and strength with you into the rest of your day, into your weekend, enjoying yourself, the people you're around, and just, enjoying life. That's what it's all about. Bring your hands to third eye center. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. You guys are the best. I feel so good. I hope you feel so good. Built some heat today. We worked our entire body. So hopefully everyone feels amazing. We have our next live class the second Saturday of every month. So look out for that. I am proper sweaty. I'm so was a good one. I love you all. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.